I think he turned it on. What I was saying about the language, I found when I came to Islam, they said in English, you don't have this letter, you don't have that language, this letter or this letter. I said, yeah, but I'm not really speaking English. I speak Texan. So we do have Ayn, and we have Zayn. They said, you do? I said, yep, I grew up hearing that. Said, you know, when your mother tells you to do something, you say, I ain't going to do it. And she said, she's going to put the dot on it. You gonna do it. So, alhamdulillah, for the ability to use languages to learn other things. One of our programs in America is to teach people something from Arabiya on a daily basis, but make it fun, make it easy for them. So easy, they actually go on one of my websites called Arabic in English for a few dollars. I think it's like $9 or something. They can download and use this whole course. $9. And it has been so effective, so many people using it. One time I was in a store late at night, I was buying something, trying to go out the door, and a man came up to me, he worked at the store, and he said, oh, you're my teacher. I said, no, I don't think so. He said, yeah, you're teaching me Arabic language. He said, every night when I get off my work, I go home and I'm watching this Arabic and English. So it's working. I'll give you an example. Now, you can't see anything in front of you right now. Usually you have to look at something to understand Arabic. But I'm going to show you just one of the things. Imagine you're looking at the water and the wind is blowing the water. Now the water is like this. You see it? See it? This is the water. And this is also what it looks like on the Arabiya when you see it, isn't it? You have the point that comes up. So, let's say we're looking at the water, and the time of the day is when the sun is straight up. So we're going to draw a circle over one of these points. See the point? Huh? I'm going to draw a circle right over the top of it, because it's the high point of the sun. Right over the water. What do we call it in English? What time of the day is that?
Noon.
Noon. And you have a circle over this. And what time is it? Noon. You know English. Now you know Arabic. This is the letter noon. Now, the next one we come up to, let's put 2 on there. 2 circles. 2, what's the beginning of 2? Ta. Okay, now you learn. Use in English. You've got 2. How many dots? 2. Ta. So now you've got nu ta. Now the next one, I don't know if this is too hard for you or not, but let's put 3 dots and say in English 3. Now what is it in Arabic? Tha. So that's not too hard. Are we having fun? Yes. Now I'm going to make it, we're going to get out of the water. Let's get out of the water. There's more. Well, I'll give you one more, then we'll get out of the water. Let's put 1 dot, like that, but let's put it below. Where? Below. Below the water. See it? It's a ba. Using English, below, what's that letter? Ba. So we now have nun, ta, ta, ba. It's easy? Okay, let's get out of the water now. And I want to go over to this tree. But the tree is, look at the tree, see? No branches. Just the big, looks like a log, a pillar. There it is, see it? It has no branches, but it does have a little small something. Look at it, you see it? It's a leaf. A what?
Leaf.
A leaf.
Alif.
Alif. Alif. So now how how many letters have we got business with? And I don't even have anything in front of me. Nothing is here. Imagine when they see this course and it shows them with it in front of your eyes, and I'm standing there talking and telling them, and we're having fun and telling jokes all the way through 6 hours. And they have the complete Arabic language, and they know what connects, what doesn't connect, how to say it. The first letter is pronounced, the second letter is only a part of it. You don't say it, you just use the letter. Like ha, but if you put aleph in front of it, it's ah. And they have all of this staying with the English letters, English sounds, and then put it together, and then in 6 hours you can show them Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and they can say it and know Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And of course, at the end of the course, we have fruit, vegetables, all the things in there that you need to know about cars, trucks, airplanes. But at the end, we have to give you a great chance to learn the highest level of Lughat Arabiya. The highest level of Lughat Arabiya is in Fusha. And it just happens to be a special book. But you already know how to read it, and you already know the meaning. Have fun. And this is the course to take them from nothing through the Quran. We even have 2,900 other websites to help them on any area that they want to learn, which includes, by the way, Tawheed, Aqidah, Tafsir, in English with Arabic, complete Tafsir of Ibn Kathir, Arabic, Wahid. And then we have one website in English, Prophet of Islam. But then when you read it, you find out, oh, he's not just telling us the seerah. It's showing us what real people said throughout centuries. I'll give you just a couple references. A very famous French scholar said, if Muhammad was here today, he could lead the world into the best condition. Said it. But I'll give you a second one. Anybody ever heard of somebody called Gandhi? You heard of somebody that they call him Mahatma? Mahatma Gandhi, you heard of this person? Do you know what he said before they killed him? How many of you know what he said before they killed him? He was assassinated by Hindus. You know that? Who killed him? His own people killed him. Do you know what he said? He said, when I put down the second volume of this book, of this wonderful man, I was sad because there was not more for me to read about this great man, this great personality. And he also mentioned some other things about Rasul Sallallahu, and then he said, listen to this, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, and a Jew, and a Hindu. He said it like this. It was right up to that we lost a great opportunity for somebody to really know more about Al-Islam. Anyway, these websites are designed to appeal to the people of the West and their mentality. Then, alhamdulillah, Allah blessed us with a television channel. The television channel is called Guide Us, or Guide US. Because when you translate it, you can say Ihdina, or you can say Ihdi Amriki. Alhamdulillah, right? So this is how we're working on it. All of you here tonight are very special to me. You're not just somebody who came off the street, you don't care about Islam. No, you care a lot. Because, number one, you were just praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in salah. So this is the highest thing you can do. And then come to be together with us before we leave. Tonight's my last night, I have to leave tomorrow. but for you to be with me tonight is very special to me. I want to share with you something though. Many of you, I know you felt sad and disappointed. Is that true? How many people were disappointed this week about something? We don't have to say what. You got disappointed, yeah? And sisters, anybody up there got disappointed? Yeah. No, don't point to him, okay? Don't do that. Oh, it's not. It's a joke, okay? Nobody pointed at you, don't say that. But I want to ask you, what was the purpose that we wanted to do something? We all wanted to do something, yeah? Why did we want to do it? Want to do it for Allah, right? Yes or no? No, we want to do something for Allah. If we really want to do something for Allah, then we should be trying to make Him happy, right? And one of the things that make Allah happy, when you understand and you practice a phrase in Arabic, which is La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. He's teaching us in this, if you understand the meaning, he teaches you something from this. There is no power, anywhere, anytime, any place. There's no willpower anytime, any place, except Allah. He has the willpower. Now, here's the problem. In the Western mentality, everybody is taught we all have willpower. They tell you that again and again. Willpower, willpower. No? You have free will. Use your free will. Use your power, and you can have this, you can make that. This dunya is yours. You'll own it. You can get an education. They even translate the word read in Quran instead of qira, which is qira. Qira is not read. What is iqra means what?
Recite.
In English, what is iqra? It's not read, I just told you that. Recite. Exactly. Why would the Malaika, why would the Jibreel salam come to Rasul salam, and he's coming from Allah? Allah is sending an angel. This means Allah is absoluteness. Allah is absolute. There's no chance for a mistake. There's no chance that Allah doesn't know. Is that right? Don't even think like that. This is out of Islam. Anything with Allah is perfect. So he sent an angel to go to Rasul Sallallahu who's fasting, he's in a cave. You know the story. And the angel told him to read. And he said, according to their translation, I don't know how to read. Oh man, you can't even read the newspaper? No, I don't know how to read. Oh wow, well try reading anyway. Well, I don't know how. It doesn't make any sense. And what the people attacking Islam, they use these kind of mistranslations to mislead our youth. Because when they go to the universities, they hear these kind of things being said, and then they get confused and they have doubt. And when the doubt opens up and there's nobody to help them, they're away from Islam. They're in another country, in another university, another setting. And then they'll go, oh, so your God can do anything? Yeah. Can he die? No. You said he can do anything. I don't know. More doubt. Then something else, and finally, you'll see them leaving Islam. And it starts with what? Mistranslation. There's no possible way that Allah doesn't know. And no possible way that He would send an angel to do a job that He can't do. In the Quran, you find that Allah is sending Harut and Marut to teach people Sabr, to divide a man and his wife. And it's very clear that Allah knows that's going to happen. He sent them to do that. And they're even warning the people don't do it, right? But now all of a sudden, you're going to take the biggest angel, Jibreel alayhi salam, And he doesn't even know Rasul Sallallahu doesn't read or write. He's Ummi. Doesn't make any sense, does it? So if you translate it properly, watch what happens. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Iqra. Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Khalaqal insana min 'alaq. Iqra wa rabbukal akram. Alladhi 'allama bil qalam. 'allama al insana ma lam ya'lam. Instead of the word read, put the word qira in there, because that's where it comes from, and say recite. Recite in the name of your Lord. Because the whole Quran is a reading or a reciting. Which one? So you changed it now. Same root, same meaning. It doesn't change. This can be read when we write it down on paper. It can be read. There's no doubt about it. I just got to tell you, we have a whole course to teach people how to read Arabic, and then take them to this and let them read the Quran. Not a problem. But still, Iqra needs to be recited. And Quran needs to be recited. Because then it makes sense, because the angel is telling the Prophet ﷺ, recite in the name of your Lord, who created a human being from an alaqa. Recite in your Lord is so generous, who taught man by the use of the pen, taught him what he didn't know. So the meaning here is that Allah taught us to read and write, some people. But it doesn't mean that he wants the Prophet ﷺ to read and write. Because if that's the very first command, because it's imperative, it's not qara'a, it's iqra, meaning you do it. You're telling me that the very first command that he got, in 23 years he never did it? Oops. That's a big mistake. And another doubt that you're going to put in the mind of our youth. Be careful with these translations. And then somebody will come along and try to add to that and say, oh, well, Allah told you to read, so now you have to get a PhD. Huh? Prophet didn't get a PhD. He never learned how to read and write. Why are you giving tafsir to this that doesn't fit? Are you selling courses at the university? What are you doing? You're selling books. Why would you do that? One of the big problems we have today, we force our children to go to some other land so they can come back with degrees. But they lose the biggest degree of all. The biggest degree. By the way, degrees that we use today in universities are based on what? The very same thing that used to be the Quran, which is ijazah. And your ijazah, you have to have signatures on there telling you who are the people that helped bring this to you. Is it right? The ijazah tells you, my teacher, Abu Ishaq, okay, and his teacher, Muhammad so-and-so, and his teacher, Fulan, all the way back to Rasul Sallallahu. Yes or no?
Yes.
And that's where they got the idea from in Spain. That's exactly where it came from. And they used to wear the, like, kufi cap and the black or white thing that you see them wearing today, even in the universities. They got it from the Muslims. Because nobody had the learning like we had. You're disappointed? I'm more disappointed. I'm disappointed only in myself and the fact that we didn't do as much as we should have. Because it's Allah who makes everything happen, right or wrong? So now, only thing we should be mad at is ourselves. We should do more. Work harder, but above all, don't be upset because Qadr Allah, it's in the past. How many of you like to drive a car? Like to drive a car? You like it? Huh? Yeah. When you're driving a car, you have mirrors, you have windshields, you have windows. You're supposed to be looking outside the car. You're supposed to be looking at your phone while you're driving. No. You're not supposed to. Where are you supposed to look? In front of you or behind you? So let's stop looking at the rearview mirror and look through the windshield in front of us. Never mind what's in the back. Very little. If you're going forward, you really don't even need to back up. You know what I'm saying? You need to look forward. And this is us today. Looking forward, there's more opportunities. I want to do dawah, we want to do dawah. I want to bring some really good people over here to help us. But that's not all. I want us to become good. I want us to be able to do maybe better than Zachariah or Yusuf Estes or Mufti Ming. Yeah, we can do more than that. Just look through the front window. And let's be happy. Alhamdulillah. 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 Alladhi ja'al muslimin. We have so many reasons to thank Allah for making us Muslims. And no reason to be upset with what happened in the past. And in fact, one of the things that we heard recently about attacks that are coming on good speakers around the world, they're being shot at. Mufti Ming was shot at. They tried to kill Mufti Ming just last year. In front of his son, they were shooting at his car, and he jumped in his car. Who did it? Muslims. Crazy Muslims. We also know it just happened to Idle Khan. How many of you heard about this? He got shot in the arm and in the side, and all the guys with him got killed. So if you have an event that doesn't happen, say Alhamdulillah, because you don't know what might have happened if it did happen. You didn't know. Plus, this life is only a test for us. Who knows testing us? We came a long way. All of us, we came a long way to be with you. But Allah, He decided, up to Allah, that we will do this instead, what we're doing right now. Don't you like this better? I'm having fun. You having fun? Yeah. So get a Kleenex, blow your nose, and forget about it, and go forward, okay? Yeah. And just keep saying, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah for what He gives us. Thanks to Allah for what He doesn't give us. Because we don't know how bad it could have been if He would have given us something we wanted, but we don't know what Allah knows. You get reward for your need, yes or no? So you already got your reward, you didn't have to work. Now that's a good deal. And not too many places pay you not to work, right? Alhamdulillah. But I want to end this by saying something very special. For those of you who are volunteers for this, maybe Allah is showing you He wants you to volunteer more. Maybe He wants you to donate more. Maybe He wants you to spend more of your time. Donate your time. Donate your efforts. Maybe Allah wants you to spend a little bit more time focusing on Him and His deen and less time worrying about an event or where you think you should be standing when the event goes off. Who cares? Just take care of your deen with Allah. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe you'll be superstar in Jannah. And that'd be the best anyway. So let's make dua. Allah give us sabr. Ameen. Allah give us hidayah, guidance. Ameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the understanding and give us this hub of the deen, the love of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Give us the maghfirah, the forgiveness of Allah. And then let us enter His Jannah by any door we wish. Ameen. And let us be in the Jannah Firdaus al-A'la with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is my dua for all of you, for myself, and actually all Muslims everywhere. Allah guide us, alhamdulillah. And let's unite ourselves on La ilaha illallah. Anybody believe La ilaha illallah and working on it, trying to learn more about that subject, we should be helping them. And if they know more than us, they should be helping us. And we can come together on this point. And if we unite on this, we're uniting on Tawheed. This is the best uniting. And don't make barakah. I asked for one of our brothers to recite something for us today. We didn't get a chance to do it. I'm not a good reciter, but I'll attempt to give you the meaning of it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا. I'm going to stop right there because this will give the meaning of what I'm trying to explain. Allah is telling you, the believers, to have taqwa for Allah. Taqwa is a shield, a barrier against Allah's ghadab on the day of judgment. And how do you get that? And you know from reading the beginning of Surah Baqarah, who has taqwa? You'll see it. It's very clear. And then have this taqwa, righteousness. For Allah, it's His right. But then what He said, and don't die except as a Muslim. Then He gives you another and. Wow! Hold tight, all of you, to the rope of Allah. And the ulama, they said this rope of Allah is the deen. It's called Islam. Hold tight to your Islam. Together, together, together. Hold tight to Islam together. And don't make separation. Don't divide up. What kind of Muslim are you? They asked me that one time. I'm going through security. What kind of Muslim are you? I said, I'm fat Muslim. They said, no. What kind of Muslim are you? I said, old. They said, what type of Muslim? I said, B positive. And they said, we mean, are you? And he pulled the list out. Now I know this list because I'm the one who helped make the list when we were with the Air Force and with the Sijun, the prisons. He said, are you a Salafi, a Wahhabi, a Sunni, a Shiite? Are you a Sufi? Are you? I said, oh God, we're going to be with this all day. I'm going to miss my airplane. I said, now the newspaper put it in the paper today, but they said it wrong. I didn't say I'm a Muslim Christian. I said I'm a Christian Muslim. And the guy said, what? I said, yeah, you mentioned Hebrewish Muslim in there. Well, I'm a Christian Muslim. He said, we don't have that. You know, but he wrote something down. He said, okay, you can go. What is it? What is it, Christian Muslim? I said, I was a Christian. I became a Muslim. He said, oh, okay. If you're a Muslim, that's what Allah called you in the Quran. Why do you need to improve on what Allah said? If you said, well, I need to show that I'm a better Muslim than somebody else, do it with your deeds, not with your mouth. If you said, I'm smarter than somebody else, okay, do that with your efforts. Don't use your mouth to say that. That's bragging. We don't need it. And I know some big scholars in the last century actually said we have to make a difference between us and these other groups. No, you don't. If you act like a real Muslim, people can see the difference. They will see the difference. You don't have to give another label. And you say, well, we have special things that are good. Oh, no, you don't. It came with being a Muslim to start with. Nobody has anything better than what Rasul had. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If you have that, I'm proud of you. I wish I had that. But you don't need a name for it. It's called Islam. Islam. And we're Muslims. That's it. Anybody wants to add something to that, then he made the difference, not you. He stepped out of Islam, or he went away from it, or she did, but not you. Just say Muslim, 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 Muslim. Stay with that. Because that's what Allah said. And don't die except as a what? And that's pretty clear, isn't it? I'm not an expert on anything, really, especially in Arabic, but that's pretty clear. وَلَا تَمُوتُونَ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Don't die except as a Muslim. May Allah make all of us Muslims. May Allah accept from us as Muslims and forgive us as Muslims and put us in His Jannah. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Brothers, I request you to remain seated, please. Sheikh has backache. Please ادعوا له بالشفاء. عنده ألم بالظهر فادعوا له بالشفاء. I'd like on your behalf, and I'd like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting us this meeting with Shaikh Yusuf Estes. May Allah grant him health and long life and strength to carry on with da'wah. Every time we meet him, we learn from him. Jazakallah khair, Shaykh. Thank you. We'd like to honor our Shaykh with a symbol of gratitude and thanks to him for being with us and visiting Kuwait, sharing his knowledge. So I call upon Brother Arif Jamil.
Guys, there's food outside, please remain seated. There will be food for
Arif Jamil, you are wanted. Good guys. Okay.
wanted list.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'd like, on behalf of the organizers, of the host, of the Sheikh, So Sheikh Brother Arif Jamil will hand this token of thanks and gratitude to Shaikh Yusuf Estes. Jazakallah khair, Shaykh. Thank you. May Allah bless you. And thank you, brothers and sisters, for making it here. I'm glad he likes it. Alhamdulillah. Shaykh Yusuf is easy to please. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
I just want to tell you something. I usually, when somebody says they want to give you a plaque, a piece of plastic, something hanging on the wall, whatever, I got lots of it at home. So when he opened the box and I saw it, you don't know how it shocked me. I just took a picture this morning of that big boat that I think they use it for a restaurant or something. But I took that boat and I said, man, I would like to have something like that. I love that. I just, when I was with the people this morning, we were out there and I was talking about that. And when you open it up and you show me that boat, and by the way, it doesn't need a label. The boat itself is saying, I'm Kuwaiti. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, now we have